That eerie silence is the calm before the show. Welcome to Bardic Inspiration. My name is Dylan, and I am coming to you live from my a little bit too yellow streaming corner in my home in Victoria, BC, Canada. I am joined, of course, as
Mine's
always,
a little too blue.
by the talent, Mr. Jason Charles Miller.
Hi,
Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, my dog gave up. She was trying to get in here, and if you heard, blah, 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 blah,
That's what that
blah.
sound was?
Yeah, that was her trying to open the door. She didn't quite get it.
Well,
Gets it sometimes. Most of the
yeah,
time.
yeah. Dogs are persistent and smart, so it's they know where you are because they can hear and smell you from however far away, and yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. No catch 23. We are not doing a song about Menzo Berenzan because there's no way. There's no way. Not to speak ill of Drow, but like let's, we were talking just before the show about what city, and so I'm gonna brave Twitch a bit and set up a poll.
Wait, why does it say part two?
Oh, the joke was that we had called the last episode 29, and then we changed it to Unplugged, uh, and so it was just a joke about that.
Oh, you mean the one where
The
we just played the concert?
Yeah, last weekend
Yeah.
or last week.
Yeah, that
Last week,
doesn't really
last
count.
Wednesday.
It's not really. We weren't writing a song.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah, well, that was I thought the most important point is that you want the episode number to correspond with the number of songs that we've made.
Right.
uh,
Exactly.
and so
Or then
that was a one off.
that then it's that weird Doctor Who
Yeah,
thing. Okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna do a new poll. Which is your favorite city? The Realms. And let's do it. I think I'm gonna preemptively remove Luskin because we did the Secret Lord of Luskin, and it would be a little bit too similar. Uh,
Right.
um,
Thank you, Mela.
yeah. And let's see. What am I gonna pick for the fourth one?
What do you got for the three?
Waterdeep, Neverwinter, Candlekeep, Baldur's Gate, and I'll see some suggestions of Gauntlgrim. We kind of covered Gauntlgrim in the Bruner Battlehammer song, so it might. I don't know. I'd rather stick away from that.
Daggerford? No, I'm just kidding.
Daggerford. Red
Uh,
Larch. No. One of the random towns. Um,
what about Moon? Silvery Moon?
Silvery Moon.
Kind of a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my lore. I
Yeah, that's
know.
a good choice. That's a good choice. This is going to be a
Bacon lore.
short poll, so if you are not able to vote in your Twitch client because you're watching it on a device or something, and sometimes the voting is a little janky, just know that the duration of this is going to be 2 minutes starting now. Uh, and
Can't get timely.
yeah. And then on that note, uh, we like to kick things off with the last song we did. And last time we did a theme song for Idle Champions. Uh,
Did. Which is
which
kind
is,
of crazy.
yeah, yeah.
I
Almost
mean,
30
it already
episodes in,
has.
it's like, now it's time for the theme song.
It sort of has a theme song already, but the orchestral music. But this could be the rock version. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, not too many
Hey,
fans
hey,
of
hey,
Candlekeep.
hey. Hmm?
I said not too many fans of Candlekeep. Candlekeep is one of the
Come
most interesting ones. Are
on.
you kidding? There's a ghost dragon that lives in it and stuff. Come on. I mean, it doesn't have any walking statues, but
Ghost Dragon. I've already got it.
yeah,
Living in the keep. Okay, all right. All right, are we
yeah,
ready?
yeah. Anyways, I will mute myself and listen to the theme song of Idle Champions.
Pick up your gear and open your chest. Throw on your armor and head on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. On the sword coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey, heroes on their way, fighting forever against overwhelming odds, fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms, idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, hit your wall and then idle champions, yes, let's set again. Idle champions. From Waterdeep to Icelandale, head out the show, oh Shadowfell, hey, hey. Together we stay. Walk to the monsters, walk to the boss, walk to the right, it's never a loss, hey, hey. Bad guys to slay, fighting forever against overwhelming odds, fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms, idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, get your wild and then. Idle champions, you reset again. Idle champions, idle champions, idle champions, idle champions. Yeah,
That's so fun.
it's there.
So they tied the vote. It was a tie
Yeah.
between Neverwinter and Baldur's Gate.
Wow.
So
All right, then let's do. Can we do another?
do we want to tiebreaker it?
Yeah, tiebreaker vote. Tiebreaker vote. Runoff. It's a runoff.
Okay. I'll set
The
that up.
shootout. Come on.
Sorry, I closed the window that had the polling thing in it, so let me just open that up again. Because I have so many tabs open. So many tabs.
Too many tabs. Too many tabs. Too many tabs.
Alrighty. The next one is live. 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to decide.
Yeah.
I threw a curveball in there for fun. Because I'm like that.
What should we talk about in the meantime while people are voting?
I don't know. I got a poster print version of the Bardic Inspiration like poster that Luke did.
Are we giving that away?
Not yet, because we haven't made any yet or anything. But he also updated it. He wasn't happy with how some of the stuff turned out, because he put a ton of time into it. He put too much time in it, I dare say. So he redrew Strahd and the Oregon, and he added a couple more audience members jumping around. He had a Dragonbait and somebody else that I'm forgetting, and so it looks gorgeous. Definitely going to print it. We'll see. You know, the voting is still pretty close.
Oh wow, I know. Oh my gosh, how long did it take my voice to recover after the spring extravaganza? Is that what we were calling it? The spring extravaganza.
Well, that's what was going on event wise for us that day, and so and I don't think all of them are realized that you went on to perform for another like 7 hours after.
Right, I know. Yeah, yeah. I recovered okay actually. Yeah, but I had like 4 streams that day. It was nuts because we started with the bonus episode, and then I had Dogwoods and Dust Bowls, and then I had like a an interview, like a yeah, like a press interview, and then I had my request show. So I was pretty tired, but I was okay the next day. As long as you get a good night's sleep, you usually do okay.
Sweet.
I found.
Neverwinter. They picked Neverwinter.
Okay.
Which is good. That's actually the one that I had the wiki tab open for.
Good. Yeah, I'll have it open too.
Yeah. All right. Song about Neverwinter. Song about Neverwinter. And this is are we doing a
should we call it Neverwinter Nights in homage to the early
Yes. Yes, game? We should. Neverwinter
Nights. All right, yeah, like I thought it was going to be like a bard song, but now I want it to be like, no, not like Arabian Nights, but
oh god. Yeah, I don't want to do anything that is similar to a Disney thing that will get our stream killed somehow.
Neverwinter Nights. Yeah. I don't know. It feels like a heavy metal ballad all of a sudden, like an Yngwie Malmsteen.
Hey man, I love heavy metal ballads. I'll take a November Rain. You know, especially the ones that have just like long guitar solos in the middle of them. You know. But yeah, power ballad. Are we doing a power ballad?
I think it's a power ballad about Neverwinter. Dockin' and Dragons, exactly. And I already have the chorus.
Dockin' and Dragons.
Or like,
yes.
All right, okay. I'd like to see you in Neverwinter. I'm having too much fun right now.
No, it's good. It's good. It's funny. It's one of those things. I'm looking at this, and they're like, "It's one of those cities that was really big, and then the spell plague happened, and then it was smaller." I'm like, "Yeah, because it killed like a gajillion people all around the Forgotten Realms." But it's yeah, it's a very progressive city. The city was originally named Igerstor. I didn't know that. Which was an Eluskan word.
Sorry, I have the wiki open, but there's an ad that keeps distracting me that like pops up.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about those wiki pages.
Yeah, and every once in a while those ads have sound, even if you have it muted.
Mm-hmm.
Which usually results in me quickly closing that tab. I didn't realize the city of Neverwinter was so old. All right, we need to figure something out. What's a good first line? I'm not sure.
What's going on back there?
Yeah, machinery.
Outside?
I was just a little worried that sounded a bit too much like Warden's song.
Okay.
Like, I walk along across these broken worlds.
That's what it is. Yeah, I mean, we're on like song 29 now. Yeah, I'm like, this sounds like something else. But I don't think that's how the chorus went.
No.
The verse.
No.
I need to change the verse.
Yeah.
But I think I think that. Okay, so I'll think of a different way to do the verse. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, because like in my head I was like, this sounds like something we've done.
Yeah, it was just, I was sitting there like, that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out. And I think someone else pointed that out too.
Mm-hmm. Afro Samurai suggests that we built the city.
We built this city. With fire and stone, we built this city. All right, let me do this myself. If you guys come up with some lyrical ideas, just start throwing some stuff out, and we'll. Mm-hmm. I'm still just trying to figure out how to get this ballad going. is it like a love song to it? You know what I mean? Is it? I'm reading what you're writing there.
Yeah, are we recounting the founding and the history, which is just kind of going through chronological events, or is it about the city, the soul of the city? And I always find songs that are more about the soul than speaking to events tend to be the ones that stand out more.
What if it's from the point of view of like a guy who had like a romance had a romance in Neverwinter, and he's just thinking back to those Neverwinter nights. I mean, if we're really gonna do
a power ballad,
yeah,
it's got to be something romantic about it, right? It's not
totally
all power ballads are
thinking about, Babylon Ranger likes it, but.
a good idea there, I think. One about somebody traveling there, another person be already there, and another person can be leaving. But it could be more than one story. It doesn't necessarily have to be one thing. I think we just need to kind of an idea of what our verses are, how they're going to be structured together.
Like the Highwayman, but for Neverwinter. That's great. Yeah. Well, then we better. Yeah. See, it never was good. See, right on. Need a good opening line. Yeah, what about arriving? I like that. Dio.
Arriving, falling in love, being forced to leave. Yeah, could do that.
No, I remember I don't think so, Zirian, because the way trademarks work are like if we created another video game called Neverwinter Nights, then yes. But since we're writing a song called Neverwinter Nights, those are two different uses.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that long ago when trademarking the name of my band, Godhead. There was like a T-shirt company called Godhead, but we're using it in the name of a musical group, and they were using it in the name of a T-shirt company. So it's different use, at least in American law. So writing a song, certainly not. I don't think we've got any trouble. But I know you were just doing that because you want it to be Neverwinter Nights with a K. Zirian's like, it's got to be Neverwinter Nights about battles, which is fine. I'm down with that too. We could go that way. It'd be funny, but I think we're on to something here. Aha! See, I knew what you were after, Zirians.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say something about like I remember seeing like the spires of the towers as I approached, something like that. What you could see. Yeah, but Stiletto Assassin, that's where we would get into some copyright issues. I mean, yes, it's a parody song, but we couldn't really give 50% to Alan Menken at being tied up in other things. So we really can't do any parody songs, technically. I don't think we can.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
I like Catch 23. Is you looking at Catch 23? Or Jason Nolte, too.
There's a few good ones in there. I'm just trying to snag them all while they move.
Everyone stop writing for a second.
Write more, write more. Tied the mooring lines at sunset.
Gamer Mech, I agree with you, but they do have more leeway, but then we're tying in two different properties, right? So if we parodied a song that was owned by Disney, or even not owned by Disney, written by Alan Menken and then licensed to Disney, then we're dealing with characters and subjects that are licensed by Wizards of the Coast. It would be like a Hasbro Disney super war that you don't want to start, and neither do I.
Certainly not.
No parody songs.
Yeah.
And on this show. Think about it. Do you want to do that? I don't want to do that. I actually kind of dig, like, I could sing I could sing yeah, exactly. So about when it rains, I stumble to the gate, seeking out my fortune. I was running from my bed. Na 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 na. No, 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 no. Na 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 na. No, no, no. Never win a night. Never winter nights. I'm like so into this. Stumble to the gate. Metal was dying right when I became a professional musician, so I sort of missed my calling as a metal singer. Even though I've gotten to work on some really cool metal projects, but like those 80s metal Dokken ballads, man, I can kill all of those. But alas, the trend was ending when I was coming of age. Right. But I'm talking specifically about all those power ballads. Sold by winter rains. Stumble to the gate, seeking out my fortune. I was running from my fame. So what happened next?
It's almost like there's too many options.
No.
Yeah.
I think we can have two more lines like that before I get to the chorus.
Okay.
And what if it's never winter nights, never winter dreams, never what they seem? Or actually, yeah, that'd be the fourth. Never winter dream, never what they seem. Yeah. Clubbed over the head wound up in an alleyway. Yeah, that is Dungeons and Dragons for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody in chat's asking if you're the singer that sings the Drop of Time song.
I am. That would be me. Are you here to yell at me? Are you the guy that sings the Drop of Time song? Yeah. I hate that song. All right. That happens too. Oh, good. All right. I'm glad you like that.
Yeah.
Dude, one time, when we were on tour, some people are brazen. We were on tour with my old band, Godhead, was on tour with Guar.
Oh, man.
Which is awesome, right? But when you're not Guar and you're opening for Guar, people are mad because you're not Guar.
Yep. They want to get sprayed with fake blood and fake semen. So
right. And I remember, I'll never forget this. Actually, I did forget it, and now I remember it. We were playing in like Ventura, and yeah, of course, yeah, we opened for Guar in like a long time ago. But anyway, and you're the opening act, so you play. We opened for Guar for like 3 months. It actually brought us together as a band because we were like, if we can make it through this, we can make it through anything. I'd like to get it to rhyme with nights if we could. If we can. But anyway, yeah, so this guy, so you play your opening set and then you go to your merch table to try to sell your merch. And we actually did really well on merch. Either people felt sorry for us that everyone was like throwing stuff at us, or they actually did like us and it was just part of the the mob mentality of booing the opening band, which I totally get. It's a that's funnier. They're whites. Never winter whites. They're everywhere. They're going to drain our levels.
Actually, what I was thinking about was their lights, since they're
I mean, yeah,
they're famous for their lamps.
But anyway, Dylan, imagine like. Oh, thanks, Aquatic Demon. No, I read what you wrote the other night. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Imagine like a huge dude coming right up to you and going, "Your band sucks!" right to your face.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, thanks. Like, what am I going to say here? Just gotta believe in yourself, and one day you'll be hosting your own show, writing songs about D&D characters. Keep on believing. It's gonna happen. Northern Lights. Never wanna night. Never winter dreams. Northern Lights. I never what they seem. So by when it rains, I stumble to the gate, seeking out my fortune. How about if we can I just say jewel shining bright?
Yeah.
To fit that fat, that jewel shining bright. Never what it seems. Never what it seems. You made everything capital for some reason.
I don't know why. I think
just going for it.
It's hard not to do it with Neverwinter Nights every time.
Yeah, I know.
And so I just kind of rolled with it.
I loved that.
Never Not Shining Bright. How about like something like Always Shining Bright? Always shining bright, never what it seems.
Yeah.
Never what it seems. There we go. Yeah.
Well, but it's kind of like we're doing like 3 positives and then like a negative. Like, I wonder. Yeah, a Sludge, actually, so we write all the songs here on this show, and then of all the male voices on the recordings, that's all me. And so we wrote them all, Dylan and I wrote them all here on the show, and then I recorded all of them at my studio, full band. And then Kenley Shea sang the 2 songs with the female vocals that you hear, and then the other 6 male vocals are me. That is me. Part about Stumble to the Gate, that's where I meet the love that helps you. That's good, yeah. Stoned by when it rains, stumble to the gate. I'm gonna start giving myself some chord. Thanks, man.
From my fate.
Yeah, I kind of like Through the Dark It Gleams. I mean, but it depends on where we want to go. If we want to go Never.
I mean, we could change that one part each time, right? Because that could be the final chorus.
Aquatic Demon, I think we have too many syllables there, but I get what you're trying to do. Yeah, just write Through the Dark It Gleams, put that sort of in the bottom as a vibe. Like, as maybe that's we do that the second time we sing it or something. Boom, boom, Turple Derp, it's more like which ones do we decide to put in? I guess it's just we sort of I don't know actually. It's not like we're keeping them out. It's more like we're deciding which ones
we
come out.
We knew we had
put some of those in later.
Yeah, we knew we had time and budget for a selection of the first 20 songs. And so we prioritized the ones that we felt most strongly about. And so that was eight tracks out of the first 20. And there's certainly since have been a number of ones that we like quite a lot. So who knows? We might do this again. Or we might do another Bardic Inspiration at some point. But right now, we need to focus on doing this song. Because we're 2 lines and a chorus in.
I know. Well, at least we have the chorus.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sometimes you just struggle with the chorus all episodes. So, Slope by Winter Rain, Seeking Out My Fortune. Next week, back to Champions. Yeah, we have a guest next week. Actually, I'll talk about that later. That's an end of the episode thing. But yeah, we're doing a champion on next week's show. That'll be April 13th, which will also mean that Champions of Psychology will be back on as of Tuesdays next week as well.
Ninehammer only wants to hear songs about champions. They're not interested in anything else.
Well,
like back to Champions or nothing.
It's funny and fair enough if that's what you're most stoked about. I just remember this morning I was thinking about it. I was thinking about, first and foremost, the million songs about New York City that exist. And I'm like, there's a lot of cities in the Forgotten Realms that are pretty, that have had a lot of adventures featured in them, that have a lot of history and a lot to them at this point. And wouldn't it be cool if we did a song that was, an ode to one of these great locations. And man, it's your fault we're stuck on Neverember, not ours. I would have picked Sigil or Candlekeep or something. One of the ones that has just a ridiculous amount of stuff in it. Granted, there are maps of Neverwinter. I think there's one in the Sword Coast Adventures Guide, actually. Pull this up. Bum, 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 bum. I agree, Obo Lauren. The Sword Coast Adventures Guide is an underrated book.
Well, it's probably underrated because you call it Skag.
Yeah, it's one of the thinner ones. It's 160 or so pages. Yeah. There's at least 4 pages with Neverwinter on them, huh? Because the current year in the Forgotten Realms is 1490 something, right? That's where we're at now with 5e, which would make Neverwinter 1400 years old, which is pretty darn good, all things considered. There aren't a lot of cities on Earth that are 1400 plus years old.
I mean, we could say walking after Garahar's line, walking the riverside after sunset. We could say walking after sunset, searching for the love I haven't met. For the love walking after sunset, love I haven't met. Searching for the love I haven't met. I could still sing that and make it work. Walking after sunset, searching for the love I haven't met. I'll lie another way, I stumble through the streets.
For the love I've yet to meet.
I wander through the streets. Well, I mean, we just said that, but something feet. That's great. Oh, I would drink the nights away. I kind of like that, Dio. Long in sunset, I would drink my nights away.
What's interesting about this is that it's probably easier to sing about a love you've experienced or had more so than the one you're just making up on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all pull from past love experiences. That's pretty good, Babylon Ranger. We got a lot of good stuff there from a lot of people.
That's a good line. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the thing.
I don't want to say day after away, but
you could say cliche after away.
Yeah. This may sound cliche. Mm-hmm. What about like my heart? Though my heart longed to stay, or I know. Yeah, you're right, Astro. You are right.
Wishing for my Juliet. No, we're definitely not going to do that.
Well, I mean, at least that's public domain.
That's true. Walking after sunset, searching for the love I haven't met. I drink my nights away.
Oh, I like stay, seeking a place. What about seeking where my heart, like. Seeking. My heart. So close. Trying to find. I think we're trying to rhyme away. We change, like, this is a different little section. Yearning my heart to stay, as my heart, and my heart it yearned to stay. And my heart it longed to stay.
Of course, you're both walking after sunset, searching for love, and drinking your nights away. Like,
doing a lot.
Yeah.
The Quarth illusion.
Drink my nights away.
Is this piece here to stay? I'm feeling something. We're super close. Right, typical Tuesday night.
Walking after Flowlet.
Oh,
the love I haven't met.
Hearth. I'm the richest man in all of Carth. Maybe I drink my nights away is
paraphrasing somebody else's lines here.
Yeah.
My days are fading away, but my heart yearns to stay.
My days, they fade away, but my heart, it yearns to stay. I say I heard it. Here, I'll do it.
Okay.
Try this. Soaked by winter rains, I stumble to the gate, seeking out my fortune. I was running from my fate, walking after sunset, searching for the love I haven't met. My days, they fade away, and my heart yearns to stay. Oh, never winter night, never winter dreams, always shining bright, never what it seems. I dig it. What do you think, Dylan?
Yep. I think it's coming together. It's hard not to think of cliched lines like "I saw her standing there" kind of stuff, you know. Stuff that's been done many, many, many times. But at this point, is it even possible to write trope-free music?
It's not possible, especially in 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps the love they're searching for was inside their heart all along. Are we going to work microtransactions into it?
In a song?
Yeah.
Or is that a question that somebody's asking?
No, I'm asking.
That's like, oh man. Yeah. If you want your line in this, you have to give me $5. Makes me think of that. Do you ever watch any of the Acquisitions Incorporated live games? Or have you?
No.
One of them, it's definitely one of the highlights of a live PAX event when you actually get to go. I find is they just do such a good stage show. But for one of them, they did a riff on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or Fortnite, where the party was dropped onto an island with no items and had to like scavenge stuff and then fight off other parties while the island shrank. And then for part of it, they just stayed upset and like, and this is the pile of cards. If you want one of these loot cards, it'll cost you money. And so Patrick Rothfuss and Morgan Webb just opened up their wallets and like handed cash to their DM, who handed cards back to them, and they got items. Yeah, that's Wizards funny. Unknown. Yeah, it was good. It was funny. Anyways,
yeah, so this could be another person. I mean, could these be 3 stories from what? I don't know. I saw her standing there.
Oh yeah, it's super
that
corny.
That might be too much.
I'm just waiting for some suggestions.
Sure.
God, people just keep asking about microtransactions. We're not putting microtransactions in the song or any song. It's a song. Yeah.
We need to write a microtransaction song though, at some point. Not on this show though. Just like in general, the world needs to. Someone needs to.
We could change the standing to sitting to working. Ooh, saw him standing there.
How about lying there? No, I'm joking. I don't know. I almost want a 3-syllable word for flowers. Let's see.
Oh yeah, this is a basic concept. Is there a specific flower indigenous to Neverwinter? Do they have a flower? Have we reached that point? So many places have stuff like that. It's just there's such a point made all the time of the fact that one of the things that Neverwinter is most famous for is its gardening.
That would kind of make sense.
Yeah, they're able to keep
it's Neverwinter there.
Yeah, and they're able to keep flowers blooming all year long, which is yeah. The city of skilled hands, yeah.
Oh, I see, Astro. I get it now.
Ah.
Snow around the flowers.
Yeah. In the gardens all alone.
I like that ski bowl.
In the gardening. Oh, that's a nice one. That's even better. Flat.
He stood there before me as I wandered down the street, surrounded by flowers in the garden that he keeps. I do like surrounded by flowers. There's just something I need, like one more syllable. I can fake it if I need to. Surrounded by his flowers is awkward. Surrounded by the flowers is awkward.
Yeah.
Maybe the works. Maybe the does work. Surrounded by the flowers in the garden. From the garden? No, because then now we're not. No, because then
of the garden.
No. No, we want to be in. We want him in the garden. So I think in works the best.
In a garden that he.
But
keeps.
They wouldn't be wild if they were in a garden. I think it's the in the garden. And you know what? I'm fine with just saying surrounded by flowers.
You sure?
Yeah. We need one syllable. So I'm fine with just surrounded by flowers. I don't mind. when you're singing, you can make a 1-syllable word like 10 syllables if you want.
Surrounded by blue flowers. Add a color.
Sure.
Does that work?
Oh, Oboe Lauren.
Among a bed of flowers. Yeah, there we go.
Among a bed of flowers. Among a bed of flowers, that's putting us into a situation there, too. He's lying in a bed of flowers. What's going to happen next?
He knelt there before
Maybe
me.
not. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What kind of gardener is standing around? They're always kneeling.
Right. Okay, we need 2 more lines. Sorry. Excuse me.
No worries. In the garden that he keeps.
I know it's getting spicy in here, but maybe not too spicy. PG-13, everybody. Keep it PG-13.
You get away with a lot in PG-13 these days.
Keep it PG then.
Yeah. I mean, didn't they invent PG-13 so that people could have their hearts ripped out in Indiana Jones? Wasn't that what that rating was for? I think it was. Because they wouldn't let Spielberg have a PG, but he didn't think it was enough for an R. Pretty sure that's how that worked. Yeah. Somebody's saying PG-13 is the new R. In some ways, sure. I mean,
yeah.
I think things change, and people's tolerances to things change. So, yeah, PG-13 equals you can have violence, but only if it's against Nazis. There's a lot, they get away with a lot more violence-wise in PG-13 stuff these days. Yeah. Anyways.
I kind of like he smiled as I walked up.
I was just looking at that line, yeah. My heart had skipped a beat.
And Henry just made it a tragedy.
Oh, man. Towards another woman, so I
had to leave.
Oh, are we doing that? That's pretty savage.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
You're right, though. It does sort of fit the chorus if we say never what it seems. But this time we're going to say through the dark it gleams. See, we're changing it up.
Yep.
This one's going to be a happy story.
Yeah. And then they were unable to have kids, and one of them died, and then the one that survived attached balloons to the top of their house and flew away. Right.
Right, Dylan. Jeez.
Who? Come on. Who else went to see Up thinking like, oh, this should be a fun Pixar movie? They make good movies.
Then cried in the first 5 minutes.
And then they tore your heart out in the first couple minutes of the film.
Yeah, they really did, boy.
Yeah. Boy. Somebody was suggesting that this person should actually be like dead, like maybe it's a vampire that they meet in a graveyard lying in some flowers. No, let's not do that. Smiled as I walked up. My heart, it skipped a beat. And then another. And then another. My heart no longer beats. I'm dead. Yeah.
The blood is the life.
Yeah, people talking about how they were not prepared for Up. It got you. What can I say? It was a good movie, though. I really liked it. If only for the talking dog with the super high-pitched voice that eventually got fixed.
Oh, yeah.
Alpha! With that, like, crazy... Yeah, I can't do it, that high-pitched mode, but it was pretty funny. And Squirrel, yes. That was also a good one. Hello, my name is Doug. Yeah. Wandered down the street among a bit of flowers in the garden that he keeps. He smiled as I walked up. My heart, it skipped a beat. I've been looking for you all my life. It's destined that we meet. And then we move the song to Never Death, the graveyard. My heart skipped a beat, so on his I would feast. You guys are dark.
No, don't make it a vampire.
He smiled as I went to him, standing still in time by the clocks of Neverwinter. I had to make him mine. It's a nice verse, Catch 23. I don't know. I'm taking the lines, though. Put them over here. Back to Neverwinter Whites. Oh, we're not doing that.
Neverwinter Frights.
Yeah.
Was it in first edition where if you got hit by a white, it drained you a level?
Didn't Liches also do that in 1E?
Yeah, but I think whites did too.
I think Whites did, yeah.
So
which made them especially terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, also in second edition.
Third edition
also. Because I'm pretty sure whites suck now. Like, if I pull up this monster manual, I'm pretty sure a 5e white is not that scary. Page 300. Bump. Yeah, they can life drain, and that life drain can it lasts on your health total. Until, but you get it back after a rest. Once again, 5e it makes it easier for players.
Still, that's kind of, at least it's in the spirit of what a white used to do.
Oh yeah. I think if it were me and my players, the white would probably instead of be a CR3 would be a CR13 and would actually steal health. Hit you really hard, you lose that many hit points off your total, and the white gains twice that many or something, Make it really, really brutal. If you die from my drain, our love will rise again. No, that's funny, but no. My heart had skipped a beat.
There was a rhyme that I liked after skipped a beat.
And continued to flicker like the lanterns of the street. The chat has turned. Everybody has turned. Okay, you guys are. They're only doing it because we don't want them
back.
to.
Come on.
Yeah.
They're like, nope, it's a vampire song. Deal with it.
City noises fade away when our eyes began to meet. I think at that point I think we've kind of already established that part. Scrolling. Our love began in a moment and ended bittersweet. Iskaneer, maybe restate the overall theme for later joiners. I mean, we can run through what we have. This is, it's a power ballad about finding love in the city of Neverember.
No, Neverwinter.
Sorry, yeah, Neverwinter. Yeah, sorry, Neverember is the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to get this last line.
Yeah.
Could this be the night?
Like a moth to a flame, I was drawn to the heat. Oh, wow. Spicy.
I dig it. Oh no, I was more into the moth to the flame one, weren't you?
Where is that?
Like a moth to a flame. I was
Sorry,
wrong.
I copy pasted the wrong one. I had two on the go.
Let's try this.
Okay.
Soaked by winter rains, I stumbled to the gate, seeking out my fortune. I was running from my fate, walking after sunset, searching for the love I haven't met. My days, they fade away, but my heart yearns to stay. Never win a night, never win a dreams, always shining bright, never what it feels. He stood there before me as I wandered down the street among the red flowers in the garden that he keeps. He smiled as I walked up. Oh, my heart had skipped a beat, like a moth to a flame. I was drawn into the heat, never win a night, never winter dreams, always shining bright, through the dark it gleams. And then I think a bridge goes next.
Yep.
Which would be the third story. Maybe. Bridgie Bridge. Bridgie McBridge face? But yeah, this totally feels like an Yngwie Malmsteen Rising Force ballad. Actually, this is where the Yngwie Malmsteen solo would come in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In a different key, out of nowhere, for no reason, and then the song would go back in. I used to know how to play that. Yeah, anyway. Well, but okay, so maybe this is this all about the same person then? Actually, after all,
it's kind of seems like that's where it's gone. Yeah.
Okay. I want to. I'm fine with what it's saying. I just want to get the rhythm right.
Okay. What needs to change?
What if we said in a city filled with rough hands, his calluses are kind?
Well, the city of skilled hands is one of the names.
That's
of
the name of it. Okay.
Yeah. Is it too long? Because we could do it in a city of skilled hands or something like that. Take a syllable out.
That might work better in a city of. In a city of skilled hands, calluses are kind. We'll go home together, our futures intertwined. Oh, every winter night. Yeah, what's going to be the last thing that we're going to say?
I've been trying to figure that out.
Happy thing. The happy thing that rhymes with Eames.
Whipping cream?
Hey, I said PG-13.
It's not a euphemism, is it? There's no whipping cream in
cream?
the Realms.
Come on.
Reminds me of that joke that cut from The Simpsons. From one of my favorite episodes. There's the one where Homer gets a job working for Hank Scorpio, managing a company for the guy who's basically a Bond villain. And at one
Okay.
point he's getting coffee, and he's sitting there, and he's got his coffee, and he's looking around, and there's nothing there. There's no sugar or anything like that. And he just looks at him. He's like, oh, and he's like, you want some sugar? And he's like, sure. And he just reaches into his pocket. And he pulls out sugar, and he just like pours it out of his hand. And as he's pouring it out, he says, sorry, it's not in packets. Just pouring it into his coffee out of his hand. And he's like, okay. And then he just looks at me. He's like, you want some cream? And he just says, and he just shakes his head. And in all subsequent ones, that joke is gone. Yeah, they cut that out. So that only made it into the first broadcast on Fox, and then never again. Yeah.
Syrians. It's pretty good.
Let's see. Our dreams became the blossoms that fill the street with scent. Everyone will know our love as what was truly meant. Oh, that's nice. The city that redeems. There we go. I found no golden riches, no worldly fame to glean. I found my love forever. Oh, this city was for me. That's nice.
Ooh, the city that redeems.
Yep.
Yeah. Dio.
See, now you got me thinking about the beginning of the Tenacious D movie again.
To Hollywood you will go.
Yeah. Man, I remember being maybe a little baked and seeing that in the theater.
Maybe.
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny. Certainly not while I'm on Twitch. And just I remember the beginning watching. I'm like, wow, this like they like really nailed this young Jack Black to play him when he's young in the beginning, and then Meatloaf's his dad, and then his Ronnie James Dio poster sings to him, and it's just like, man, this is awesome.
It's pretty much like the best beginning of a movie ever.
Yeah, it's good. I'll probably end up listening to that album again after we're done today.
I never got to meet Dio. I played on a festival with Heaven and Hell, which was like the reformed Black Sabbath, but with Dio singing.
Oh, nice.
So it was like Tony Iommi and Bill Ward and Geezer Butler and Dio. We played on the same festival, but we were on different stages. It was a giant festival. I want to say in Boston.
Yeah.
And
one of those ones where it takes an hour to get from one stage to the other.
Right, and where you have like your backstage passes are only for your stage, not like if you're playing stage B, you can't go backstage in stage A.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kind of a bummer.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things was when I used to do marketing for a music festival here, and just getting to spend time chatting with interesting people backstage. It was just always fun.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, Zarians. Never winter nights, never winter dreams. Don't forget to subscribe and follow all our streams.
Oh man, yeah, smash that like and sub button or whatever. Oh, who was it? One of my friends let their kids watch too much YouTube and stuff on like their tablet, and the kids legit thought that when you end a conversation, you're supposed to say like, follow, subscribe. Because so many streamers and so many content creators do that.
So a kid just thought they were supposed to just say that?
That's how you say goodbye to somebody. Which, is both funny and tragic, I think.
God.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It is what it is. Language is always changing. Time to go outside, turn off your damn screens.
In 30 years, if everyone says like, follow, and subscribe when to say goodbye, that's gonna be.
I love it. I hope they hold their hands up and they do this and they're like, follow, subscribe, and they just say that every time they talk to somebody. Yeah. Oh man. I feel like we might be done. Are we done? Is this the whole thing?
I think we're done.
Oh,
let me think of a cool like an intro that's somewhat unique. Okay, should we give it a run through?
I think so. I think it's time for turn you up a little bit, turn me down a little bit.
So by winter rains, I stumbled to the gate, seeking out my fortune. I was running from my fate, walking at the sunset, searching for the love I haven't met. The days they fade away, but my heart yearns to stay. It never went a night, never winter dreams, always shining bright. Never what it seems. He stood there before me as I wandered down the street among the bed of flowers in the garden that he keeps. He smiled as I walked up. My heart had skipped a beat, like a moth to a flame. I was drawn to the heat of never win a night. Never winter dreams, always shining bright. Through the dark dreams, in a city of skin, hey, this county sins on solo is, I think. Never win a night. Never winter dreams. Always shining bright. City that redeems. Oh, never win a night. Never winter dream. Always shining bright. City that redeems.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
2 hours to write a song. We always come through, it seems.
Yeah. I was just
good.
thinking about I couldn't help myself when you said this is where the guitar solo goes in. Immediately the guitar solo from November Rain started going off in my head. I was like, oh yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah. That was super cool. Yeah. Wow. 22. What do we do now? What do we talk about? Well, first things first. People were asking about, hey, you guys haven't done a champion in a while. Well, it's been
Let's talk about the next
It's
champion.
been 2 episodes, but there's a new champion coming to the game this week. Tomorrow. Some of you may have heard of Orkira Ildrex, the Phoenix cleric, played by what's their name again? Obo Lauren Urban, Heroes of the Plains, D4, Beyond Heroes, Silver everywhere. I don't know.
Everywhere.
I don't know if there's any.
I randomly had D4. I had like a D4 side channel recommended to me on my recommended channels.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it because I was like, oh, I think I met somebody from D4 once.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it, and there's Lauren, and I think I even texted her. I'm like, you're everywhere.
Yeah. So
awesome.
we will be joined by the wonderful and amazing Lauren Urban next week to do a song
Finally.
for Orkira. That will be episode 30, because we will be 30 songs in at that point, which is pretty crazy, actually. Who knew? Yeah. And so pretty excited for that. Also in conversation with a few other people about potential guesting, and it's just about kind of like nailing down scheduling times. As it turns out, 1 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday afternoons isn't the most convenient for everybody. just us. So yeah. And then there will be Whittle that is left. Whittle, who's Whittle? Whittle is Megan's new character. What about Sophia's? Anyways, let's not focus on that right now. Orkira comes to the game tomorrow, so yeah, Tuesday next week we will do a song for Orkira. And on that note, Lauren, what song would you like to hear us play?
Must get ready. Must prepare.
Yeah.
Mert.
Oh,
All right.
well, that'll cover 1 minute of the show.
Yeah, that song is only two. Well, it's like 2 minutes long.
Yeah, it's 2.5 minutes long. It is wonderful though. I was thinking about it earlier when you were talking about maybe doing another song. Like, what's the Neverwinter song that Bard would sing? I'm like, wouldn't they be singing about Mert? Well, I guess maybe not. But that style of music was what I was thinking.
The line that kills me every time. He's traded words with archwizards and thwarted many schemes.
I'm sorry.
I had to do that in the studio like 6 times to get it right. I just kept running back in and getting. I'm like, oh my god, I can't get this.
And that one is 100% my fault. I remember writing that line and being like, man, this is a clever line. I don't know if it's singable, but it's clever. He's traded words with arch wizards and thwarted many schemes. With everything he's done, my friend, he's much more than he seems.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
And it's funny because you get tired by that fourth verse, and that's when the most complicated words are in the fourth verse. It just gets crazy. But anyway.
Okay. All right. Muting myself.
Okay.
Once upon a time there was a man who wore a smirk. He stormed the north and sallied forth and acted like a jerk. Tired of the battles and his work is sought for hire. He left for Waterdeep and then decided to retire. He's the money lender. He turned to chase the power to the kind who wheeled the town. And now his name is known and feared by everyone around. He went to join the Harpers and he opened up a bank, lending treasure near and far to those whose fortunes sank. He's the money lender. Hitch a wagon, raise a bag and tell a naughty tale. But it meant so merciless that he would drink up all your ale. But then one day he changed his ways and opened up his purse. I can think of many ways that could be worse. Now he's the money lender. Wallace and the Wanderer were tired of growing old. They went to Under Mountain and came out with lots of gold. And they both emerged, they had a lot of work to do. They built the Yawning Portal and another mansion too. He's the money lender. He traveled with the Black Staff and the Sage of Shadowdale. Got trapped within a magic axe and fled into Sazale. He's traded words with arch wizards and thwarted many schemes. With everything he's done, my friend, he's much more than he seems. He's the money lender. I got it. Hitch a wagon, raise a flag, and tell a bawdy tale. But it meant so merciless that he would drink up all your ale. But then one day he changed his ways and opened up his purse. I can think of many ways that could be worse. Hitch a wagon, raise a flag, and tell a bawdy tale. But it meant so merciless that he would drink up all your ale. But then one day he changed his ways and opened up his purse. I can think of many ways that could be worse. He's the money lender. He's the money lender. He's the money lender.
Get it.
Oh, it was wonderful.
You muted yourself, and I was like, I really need to take a drink before this, and I didn't. And I just like in the old Bard's Tale video games, you got to wet your whistle before you sing.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Much better.
So at this point, do we have a song that we'd like to close out with? Is there something that you're wanting to dive back into?
Sure. Definitely not The Last Unicorn.
No, we don't need any more muted.
We're gonna get
videos.
muted, which is crazy because then I did it later on one of my shows and I didn't get muted. So I wonder.
It's probably. I think it's probably because I took the time to make a highlight out of it.
Well, if you come to my show tomorrow night, you can request it, and I shouldn't get muted. Hopefully.
Let's see. People are saying Deacon, Spurt, Charlaxle, Brimstone Angels. I was scrolling. I may have stopped on Melf because I like that one. What else have we done lately? The Alindra one turned out so good. The Alindra one turned out really, really good too.
Oh yeah, that one was fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look back at some of the older ones though.
Yeah. Let's see. Spirit the Kobold was a while back now, huh? That was our second episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely had second thoughts about doing it when we did that one. I was like, oh no. What is this? What are we doing?
When was the last time we did the Key of Rock? Do you remember that one? The Stokey one?
Yeah, you know what? On a lot of these, I got smart and I started giving myself notes. And for the Key of Rock,
there isn't notes.
There aren't any notes. I would need to listen to it again, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Note to hold on, wait. No, it's just the lyrics. Let me make myself a note to listen to the Key of Rock again and get it right, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it was episode 15, so 14 episodes ago. Yeah.
No. Well, let's do we could do Deacon since we sort of opened that up. Yeah, I don't have the key for the Key of Rock. How funny is that?
Alrighty, Deacon was back here. There it is. Southern Wrong. You know, it's funny is because the Deacon song was the music leading into the episode today. I had the instrumental playing.
That's why I thought of it.
All right.
Should we talk about so people know that Volume 1 is out for our new viewers today?
Yeah. Bardic Inspiration Volume 1 is available now. It's
on Steam.
On Steam. Yeah, it is currently available as Steam DLC for the soundtrack, where you can get your MP3s and your much better sounding FLAC files that, as Jason pointed out, is not something that everybody knows about, which is fair. You have to really be into audio, I think, if you like FLACs. But very, very amazing, beautiful, wonderful, great sounding studio recordings of 8 selected songs from the first 20 episodes of Bardic Inspiration. It's very cool.
And I would say, if we do end up doing a Volume 2, it's not to say that we wouldn't choose some also from the first 20. Like, who knows? Yeah. So anything is possible, for sure.
Yeah. And there was, I remember when we both put together separate lists of what we wanted to put on the album. There was an overlap of like 6 songs. And so it was just like the last few were the ones that we discussed a bit before selecting what we selected and moving forward. So, yeah. Anyways, this song is really awesome. I love the song, especially the chorus.
Here we go.
Just a simple man, command designed to a tale about a kobold whose life was doomed to fail, fighting to survive every day that he's alive, singing his epic songs till death arrives. World's mean and hard, and Deacon's just a bar. Kobold has to play the perfect cards. Doom is everywhere, but Deacon not despair. He's confident the boss is always there. Bards know every story about their own. Who's gonna sing his song after he dies? Who's gonna carry Deacon home and cry? Who's gonna send this minstrel on to his place up in the sky? Who's gonna light the fire and say goodbye? Just a simple sidekick, but this bond still has a few tricks. Hopefully Deacon won't die that quick. He's got so far left to go, so many stories left to know, epic songs to write by deadly phones. Bonds can't share their stories all alone. Who's gonna sing his
Yep. I love that one. It's so good. So good. I'm glad I made the album. Yeah. Anyways, thank you all for joining us today for another episode of Bardic Inspiration. We are 29 episodes and 29 songs in, and we're gonna keep going. This show is possible because of lots of really cool people. Shout out to our moderator, co-producer, Sasha, as well as our community manager, Lauren, Oboe Lauren, who will be joining us next week to do a song about Orkira on the show. And of course, huge shout out to the talent, Mr. Jason Charles Miller, for bringing the talent to this show.
Thanks.
Yeah. What do you have going on that you'd like to chat about before we head out?
Well, let's see. So tomorrow I've got two things happening. I'm doing the final episode of Dogwoods and Dust Bowls on Pixel Circus. Then Wednesday night is my all request show. But the thing I'm super excited about is the Gax Pack on Saturdays on the Gary Con Gaxmore channel. I'm DMing a weekly D&D game brought to you by Gary Con, and my players are Bria Iyengar, Adriana Cazador, also Adriosa, who is in chat. She's also known by Adriosa. B. Dave Walters, Eric Campbell, and Vivka are my 5 players, and they're amazing. So that's Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific. The
cool.
Gax Pack.
And if you like amazing music, and you've already picked up Bardic Inspiration Volume 1, you're like, man, I need more of this. From the Wreckage, Part 1.
Yep, my new album came out 5 days before you guys decided to put out Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's seriously awesome. I've listened to it a lot over the last week. 2 weeks now. God, what day is it? I've listened to it a lot since it came out.
I don't know what day or time or anything.
So. Yeah, highly recommend it. We will catch you next week around the same time to do an Orkira song. Anyways, take care, everybody. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you later. Cheers.
Bye, everybody.